So a few years ago, I wrote a Terraria story, and I decided to put it through Google Translate. This is the result. Part 1 Chapter. Ping. Man lying on the floor. His head was against the rocks. You can hear the sound of the birds spent. Not hands and knees looked around. Here in the forest. He saw the look of a squirrel in the tree. He got up and brushed himself. I heard some kikio chill reel. It's not far. He saw a man who approached. Stand, hello, hello. Someone else looked at him and said orangish red hair was a hi, how are you? People with brown hair lying on the rock, he said. The messenger Dylan convinced my name. Okay, Steve Messenger. Where do you think that? Asked Dylan. Hello. Ugh, Dylan and Steve cried. I did not expect. My name is Luke's Gospel. I guide, the young man said. He was of medium light blonde hair and seemed more comfortable. What you did to us. Your guide, Luke said. You mean as a guide? Dylan asked. No, the other, for the rest of your life, but can be longer. They do not like the sound. If you're so guide us, then where the heck are we? Steve asked. You have to accept is known as a terrarium, he said. Luke replied. To begin with, you can build a shelter for the night before. Monsters come out at night. Building shelter? What, do you think we should build a house here now before this night? How can we have? Dylan asked. First, cut some of the trees. Here. That is a part of every small shovel, an axe and a knife. They gave the appearance as made of copper. Options tool, and a knife to... You have a slag? Asked Steve. You mean how sensitive the ball dive into the distance around a sticky? That's right, Luke said, smiling to find so quickly. If there really is a monster coming out at night and said, we went to cut wood with an axe and then... Dylan said, should defend okay, well, we can do better. After a few hits, the tree's creaking sounds and colors and beyond crushing ground into pieces, leaving a small acorn scattered around when hit. Everyone. Acorn shoes, you can plant more trees to grow, said Luke. After Dylan had acorns, trees planted in the place. Ping! Tiny acorn, shoot straight. Shoot Dylan surprise. Hey, wait a minute, he said. I have to bring together all the work? Here, take it. That has provided me with a backpack. It's magic, not heavy, so you can get a lot of people. Cool, he said. Dylan went to cut more trees. On the other hand, Steve has been a problem. He was reduced to mud knife. It just bounced off. Mucus can be sworn laugh. Do not return to it. Die, he retreated. It's short sword, said Luke. It is necessary to poke. Only a strong nose. Steve Mucus exploded in the distance near a small pile, jam, and a knife. When you hit something on a stick of wood, to gel turns into a flashlight, Lucas said. I am forever burned, but not too hot. Perfect light. But Steve was trying to shake off the jelly in part to a tree. It is kind of stickiness. Are found in the cave Dylan. Score, he was charged, saying, Box! She tried to lift up to the window. It's the heart. If you do too, but you are doing, you can get it back. Sort content by Dylan. Coins, and continue looking. Sort content by Dylan. Hey, is it? What was that little yellow? Oh, this metal cap, Luke said. If you put the shoelaces, which run faster on it? Cool, Dylan said. He drew asteroid object. Who? This is the shurikens, you do not think. Dylan, considering Muangeiul like that looked over the gospel, it may throw your opponent, it said. Meanwhile, the sun is setting. Luke, Dylan, and Steve got the upper chest clear and set it down. They go back and put their loot bags. Then they began to use wood to build shelters. Hey, Bunny, Dylan said. He ran down the tree. Hey, build a shelter for yourself, Lucas said. Stop chasing rabbits around. Do not worry. Dylan took the rabbit home. Steve is almost over. Dylan has a rabbit on top of its chest. This flashlight has blocked the door and started to sound like some form of dark grounded. What is this? Steve asked. Evil eye, he said. The night is. The zombies are coming from. Plus gross hostile. They mainly include one step closer to the digestive juices. It really hurts. How can you know everything? Yeah, Steve. Empty quotation marks. Okay, I'm guide. It's my job. The question, but you cannot remember to learn all this? Dylan asked. Well, the first thing I could walk through the woods to find you. I know. Okay, said Dylan. Rabbits bite his head. What do I do now? Okay. Who now we are waiting for the night to come the next day, he said. Monster hates the light and will flee when this day came. But I hear from housekeeping strong outside, and there was a good hit. That's called a zombie? Dylan asked. This, yes. It's dangerous. Do not leave. I do not plan on it, Dylan said. If you have a guide, so, Steve, we just do here, they asked. Now wait just evening. Later we can go mine. I'm down to my eyes. We have our energy for tomorrow. That they slept, who presented the gospel completely. Dylan and Steve seemed to each other, but the rabbit went around the circle and settled in Dylan's lap. Well, that's fun, Steve Dylan nodded, said, and growled, and closed his eyes, and the wings flapping sound faded. I'm going to have to stop now, because I think if I read any more, I'm going to have a stroke. I might already have. Chapter 2. Dude, light up. It's time to get in the cave.